If you're from these countries, never ever think of starting a poultry farm, because if you start, the chances of you succeeding are very, very low. Very, very low. And if you succeed, I think it will be because of God's grace or luck. But if not, you will never succeed. Welcome back on the channel. My name is Jacob, a passionate farmer about poultry keeping. So if this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. That way, YouTube will recommend this video to other more people, which will help them in one way or the other in starting or running their poultry farms. Yeah, thanks for doing that. When it comes to poultry farming, just like any other businesses, there are also ups and downs of poultry farming. And I think every business cannot succeed in every country. I think I'm right. Let me give you an example. Like in the Arab countries, you cannot tell me that keeping pigs or piggery can work over there. Absolutely no. There is no way piggery can actually work in there, because there is absolutely no one who is going to eat the pork, because most of the people there are Muslims. So however much you try to start a business of piggery over there, it won't succeed. The same applies to poultry farming. There are other things which also affect the growth and then your success in poultry farming in other areas as well. I might not say that there are other countries which they don't eat chicken. I don't think so. If there is any country in the world whereby they don't eat chicken, I don't think so. But there are other factors which actually prevent the growth of the chicken in these countries. And that's actually what we are going to be talking about in this video. Number one is the temperature. Yeah, the temperature of your area. There are other countries whereby they don't experience any sunlight. There is ice every year, every day, every week, every month, every year. They are experiencing ice all over the place. So in these areas, it is very, very hard for you to actually do poultry farming. Very, very difficult. That's why you see most of these countries actually importing poultry products from other areas, because in their area they cannot do poultry farming because of the temperature of that area. The temperature is very, very cold, that even if you take chicken over there, there is no way they can survive, most especially when they are still chicks. No way. If you are from these areas, keeping birds will be very, very difficult for you. That's number one. Another thing is the availability of raw materials. So when I talk about the raw materials, I'm going to include the chicks themselves in these raw materials. There are some areas, of course, this is most especially in Africa, whereby they don't have an hatchery or there is no any parent stock in the country. So it will be very, very difficult for you to actually import chicks into your country. Of course, you can import them, but the risks will be very, very high. And in most cases, you can actually lose some of your birds or even most of the birds, you know? Yeah, you can lose most of your birds in the process of transporting the birds to your area. So these are actually some of the factors which will actually prevent your farm from actually succeeding from these areas. You can try, to actually import the eggs, try all those stuffs, but at some point it will be very, very difficult. So in these areas, it will be very, very hard, very, very hard for you to do poultry keeping over there. And then there are other things like the transportation. Like for instance, let me say you are in Sudan, the northern Sudan over there, and then you are getting your birds from Kenya. Take a look at the distance. How long are you going to be spending on the road? And then how do you think that these birds are actually going to survive? They are very, very small. They are very, very fragile. So you can lose actually most of them. So guys, however much you do want to start a poultry farm in your home country, let me say like this, or in your area, first try to look at very many things. At some point you may actually start a poultry farm over there, but it will be very, very hard for you to succeed because of these factors. Be very, very careful. Be very, very keen to actually look at these factors before actually spending your money into this business, because you can spend your money in constructing the structure, bringing in the birds, but at the end you can lose all the birds. So try as much as possible. Spend time, try to actually do enough research whether it will work. And if you actually find out that it will work, then you can go ahead and then do it. And if you find that it will be actually a little bit hard for it to actually work, then just leave it. But if you're actually very much interested in starting these poultry farms, but your area or where you come from is not suitable for raising these birds, the only advice that I can give you is that look for a country which is suitable for actually keeping these birds. And then you can invest all your money to start a poultry farm in those countries. That way you can succeed. Because at some point you may be very passionate about starting a poultry farm, about keeping poultry birds, but the nature where you come from is actually not accepting you to start a poultry farm over there. You can look for a country anywhere in Africa and then start a poultry farm over there. You can still make it. There are very many people that have started many businesses in other countries just because in their countries it is very hard to actually carry out that business. You know what I'm trying to say? Like in China, the population is actually very, very high, and then the businesses are very, very many. So even if you start your business, there is no market. That's why you see most of those people come into Africa to actually invest their money, start businesses in here, because there is an opportunity. It doesn't mean that when you're from, let me say, Somalia, you must only start businesses in Somalia. No, you look for a place where it is suitable for your business to run. And once you have figured it out, yeah, you will be running your business successfully. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, my name is Jacob. And on this channel, we actually upload videos about poultry keeping, the challenges that farmers face in the poultry business, and then the solutions as well. So if you're interested, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and don't forget to share the video to your beloved ones. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section below. I am willing to answer at any time. See you. Bye-bye.